Israel wants to go and degrade some of that capacity before we get to that situation. No one's talking about occupying Lebanon, right? This is a limited mission, a limited incursion, trying to restore some of the balance out there. But also, Jim, this is unprecedented territory. We had 180 ballistic missiles launched at Israel yesterday, the second time that has happened. This is all connected. It's not happening in a vacuum, as you know.
Let's get more now from Nick Robertson, who's in Tel Aviv, and Arlette Saenz, who's at the White House. Nick, let's start first with you. We're getting these numbers of 8 IDF soldiers killed in that fighting. Tell us more.
Yeah, we know that some of them are from the Galani Brigade, which is one of the sort of elite, most battle-hardened, battle-trained units, the IGOS unit and the Yakhlom unit as well. It's not clear precisely where this took place, although we do understand a rough location of some clashes, at least along the border in the early hours of today. Hezbollah says that they have struck IDF forces in 3 different areas, 3 different villages along the border. The IDF has said that these were localized and targeted raids. In fact, the IDF releasing video of troops walking through the sort of rugged countryside, up hills, going into houses, searching houses. But this is a very deadly day. A local hospital near that front line at the border had declared a mass casualty event a little earlier in the day. They had received some of the casualties, but this number we're now hearing, the IDF saying 8 soldiers killed. We also understand that many of these soldiers were captains, majors. They were of relatively senior rank. Not uncommon for the IDF to have them in the front lines, leading the fight, but a significant blow for experienced troops to be caught in this way, and a potential political blow for the Prime Minister as well. This is not what he or the IDF would have hoped for on the second day only of operations, ground operations inside of Lebanon. There's been so much talk about the lessons learned in 2006 of Israel's incursion during the 34-day war there of 1982, and Israel's troops on the ground inside Lebanon until the year 2000. 18 years they were there. Israel took high casualties when the troops were on the ground in Lebanon, and this is going to be a bitter reminder of that as these troops just go across the border. And of course, Hezbollah has been aware for the potential for this military action targeting them. This is what the IDF has been saying, targeting Hezbollah installations along the border. And the expectation along the border, as we discovered when we talked to local people yesterday, is Hezbollah would have been planning for this and preparing for it.
All right, Nick Robertson, thank you so much for that reporting. Let's go now to Arlette Saenz, who's at the White House. And Arlette, we know that this administration, the Biden administration, is coordinating with Israel on whatever that response might be to Iran. What more are you learning?
Yeah, Jessica, senior U.S. officials continue to be in constant contact with their Israeli counterparts as they try to determine what the next steps in the Israelis' response to Iran will be. Now, President Biden is expected today to convene a call with the leaders of other G7 countries to specifically talk about the situation in the Middle East. That's according to a source familiar with the call. And it comes at a time as the U.S. and other allies are waiting to see exactly how Israel might respond. You have heard President Biden say that they support Israel and also want to keep these lines of communications open to try to determine these next steps. But